In a fascinating episode of Israel Unpacked, Myths vs. Reality, Mike Starr, Diaspora Affairs correspondent for the Jerusalem Post, sits down with Tonya Pons-Allon, director of the Kaiser Joint Institute for Food, Water, and Energy Security at the Jewish National Fund, JNF-USA. Pons-Allon offers an inside look into Israel's pioneering efforts to transform harsh desert environments into thriving agricultural hubs, and how this knowledge is being shared with the world. The Kaiser Joint Institute, a collaborative effort between JNF-USA, the University of Arizona, and Israel's Arava region, focuses on developing innovative agricultural techniques in one of the world's most inhospitable regions, the hypearid Negev Desert. The Arava, which only gets 2 inches of rainfall a year, is really not a place to grow anything, Pons-Allon notes. Yet, we've been growing almost everything here, from dates to mangoes to tomatoes and peppers. Tonya Pons-Allon, director of the Kaiser Joint Institute for Food, Water, and Energy Security at the Jewish National Fund, JNF-USA. Credit, courtesy, this extraordinary achievement, driven by decades of research and development, has turned the Arava into a beacon of agricultural innovation. Today, the region exports 60% of Israel's fresh vegetables, demonstrating the transformative potential of advanced agricultural practices in challenging environments. However, the work of the Kaiser Joint Institute extends far beyond Israel's borders. Pons-Allon explains that the Institute's mission is rooted in the Jewish principle of Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. We're not just keeping our knowledge to ourselves, she says. We collaborate with the University of Arizona to take the research we've developed here in the Arava and share it with communities in developing countries. One notable initiative is the Arava International Center for Agriculture Training, ECAT, which brings students from developing nations, mainly from Africa and Asia, to Israel. These students receive hands-on agricultural training and are inspired by Israel's innovative spirit. Pons-Allon emphasizes the profound impact of this exchange. It's not just about learning how to farm. They see how we take the impossible and make it possible. It's the Israeli dream. The Kaiser Joint Institute has already seen success in Kenya, where it supports farmers in remote, off-the-grid areas. These farmers don't know much about Israel, but they know that we're helping them thrive, Pons-Allon shares. This kind of outreach is better for Israeli PR than anything else we could do. It builds goodwill and positive connections with people who might otherwise have little exposure to Israel. As for expanding beyond Kenya, Pons-Allon is optimistic but realistic. We want to help as many places as we can, but we need to be strategic. Our resources are limited, so we focus on where we can have the most impact. She hints that the Institute plans to extend its efforts to other African nations, the Middle East, and even South America, though financial constraints currently limit its reach. Pons-Allon is clear to those interested in supporting this mission: funding is crucial. We also need connections. We're a small project compared to the vast organizations operating in Africa, and connections can make a world of difference. In the spirit of collaboration and global outreach, Pons-Allon will speak at the JNF-USA Global Conference in Dallas this November. The episode inspires listeners by Israel's agricultural achievements and motivates them to join a global movement for change. Don't miss this eye-opening episode of Israel Unpacked, Myths vs. Reality. GT. Tonya Pons-Allon will speak at Jewish National Fund USA's Global Conference for Israel in Dallas, Texas, November 14 to 17, 2024. Register today at JNF.org/global. This article was written in cooperation with JNF-USA.